Let us start with the poem The Tale of Custard the Dragon, written by Odgun Nash. Now, this poem is written in the style of a ballad. Now, what is a ballad? It is a song or a poem that tells a story. You must be familiar with ballads that narrate tales of courage or heroism. This poem is a humorous ballad closely to a parody. Now, this poem is a ballad, as we know that ballad is a song or a poem that tells a story. Now, this tale is also a story about the Custard the dragon. Now, in the first stanza, let us start. Belinda lived in a little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and a really truly little pet dragon. So here you can see a character named Belinda whom she lived with was the little black kitten, there was a grey little mouse, there was a little yellow dog, and they had a little red wagon, a vehicle in order to carry some hay, fodder, or any other eatables, and really truly little pet dragon. It is really truly a little pet dragon. Now, second stanza. Now the name of the little black kitten was Ink, and the little grey mouse she called him Blink, and the little yellow dog was sharp as mustard, but the dragon was a coward and she called him Custard. Now here you can see that the names of her pets. The first one, the black kitten, was named Ink. The grey mouse was called as Blink. The little yellow dog was Mustard. And Dragon, because he was a coward, she used to call him a Custard. Third stanza. Custard the dragon had a big sharp teeth and spikes on top of him and scales underneath. Mouth like a fireplace chimney for a nose and really truly daggers on his toes. Now here you can see that Custard had big sharp teeth. It's a description of how the dragon was. And he had spikes or the pokey kind of a structure on top of him, and he had the scales underneath. Now his mouth was like a fireplace and his nose was the chimney. And he had daggers, a small knife on his small knife like structure like daggers on his toes. Fourth stanza, Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink and Blink chased lions down the stairs. Mustard was as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Here in the fourth stanza, the poet is describing about the bravery of each pet and also Belinda. He's saying that Belinda was as brave as a barrel full of bears, and Ink, that the kitten and the mouse Blink, they could chase even the lions down the stairs. And Mustard was as brave as the tiger with anger, but Custard always cried for a nice safe cage. Next stanza, Belinda tickled him, she tickled him unmerciful. Ink, Blink, and Mustard, they rudely called him Percival. They all sat laughing in the little red wagon at the really truly cowardly dragon. So here you can see that how they used to make fun of him, how they used to tease him. Belinda used to tickle him without any mercy. Ink, Blink, and Mustard used to call him Percival. Percival means a knight who takes care of the king. So it is an irony that they call him Percival, and they all sat on the little red wagon, their vehicle, and used to tease him. Belinda giggled till she shook the house, and Blink said Wick, which is giggling for a mouse. Ink and Mustard rudely asked his age when Custard cried for a nice safe cage. Now, here you can see that animals used to tease him. They used to make fun of him by asking his age because he always used to cry for a nice cage. Next stanza, suddenly they heard a nasty sound, and Mustard growled and they all looked around. Meow cried Ink and ooh cried Belinda, for there was a pirate climbing in the window. Now suddenly they could hear some sound and Mustard growled, whereas Ink and Belinda started crying because there was a pirate. Now who is a pirate? A sailor who sails, a thief who loots the ship on the sea itself. Now he was climbing on the window. Now the description is given about the pirate in next stanza, that is pistol in his left hand, pistol in his right, and he held in his teeth a cutlass bright. His beard was black, one leg was wood. It was clear that the pirate meant no good. So here the description is given that he had pistols in his both hand, he had a cutlass in his teeth, and his beard was black, and he had one leg limp. He had a disability where his leg was a wood, and the look was not good or acceptable. Now the next stanza, Belinda paled and she cried, help, help, but Master fled with a terrified yelp. Ink trickled down to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse blinked strategically mousehole. Now all the animals who were brave enough, all of them ran away. Belinda turned pale. Mustard ran away from there. Ink, the kitten, went to the bottom of the household, and little Mouse went to his mouse hole. But up jumped Custard, snorting like an engine, clashed his tail like iron in a dungeon. With a clatter and a clang and a jangling squirm, he went at the pirate like a robin at a worm. Now the person who was very strong was the Custard itself. He was snorting like an engine. His tails were like dungeon, the iron rods, and it was clattering and clanking like a jangling squirm, and he went to the pirate like a robin at a worm. Now, robin is a bird, a blue bird, and robin is compared to the dragon, and worm is the pirate here. Now the pirate gaped at Belinda's dragon and cuffed some grog from his pocket flagon. He fired two bullets, but they didn't hit, and Custard gobbled him every bit. Now here you can see that the pirate was looking at Belinda's dragon, and he drank some grog. Grog means it is a drink where sailors drink during their sailing time. And later, after drinking, he fired two bullets, but it didn't hit Custard, but Custard ate him up every bit. Belinda embraced him, Mustard licked him. No one mourned for his pirate victim. Ink and Blink in glee and Gyret around the dragon that ate the pirate. Now, in this stanza, you can see that they were very happy because the dragon Custard took some efforts and he killed the pirate. No one was mourning for the pirate, but they all were happy because he took up the courage to fight against the pirate, and they all were seeing how brave the dragon was. But presently up spoke little dog Mustard. I would have been twice as brave if I hadn't been flustered. And up spoke Ink and up spoke Blink. We would have been 3 times as brave, we think. And Custard said, I quite agree that everybody is braver than me. Now here you can see that everyone at a moment they were embracing him. They were happy to have Custard in their life because Custard saved them. But the next moment they realized that they couldn't put themselves down. So they said that if they would be, instead of dragon, they would be more braver than him. And Custard to all this he agreed, and he confirmed to that they were braver than him. Now in the next 2 stanza it is being repeated again that Belinda still is in her little white house with a little black kitten and a little grey mouse and a little yellow dog and a little red wagon and her really truly little pet dragon. And in another stanza, they're telling about the bravery of each of them. Belinda is as brave as a barrel full of pears, and Ink and Blink chase lions down the stairs. Mustard is as brave as a tiger in a rage, but Custard cries for a nice safe cage. So this was the poem by Ogden Nash. Now, Ogden Nash wrote 400 pieces of comic verse. The best of his work was published in 14 volumes between 1931 and 1972. So, this was the poem, The Tale of Custer the Dragon by Ogden Nash. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.